Hello, everybody. Hello, YouTube. All right, look. Okay, so this is one of my very first videos ever doing this, so try not to laugh too hard. All right, well, I just wanted to make this because I had bought myself an RGH Xbox a couple months ago, and I'm trying to I was trying to mod Halo 3, and one of the things I struggled with was actually loading the actual Halo mod maps. That would be ones I made and then ones other people made. So I did a lot of research, things that I found on YouTube and on the internet and forums. Okay, there's a few things. Some were really good. Some of the tutorials were really good. Some were really bad. Uh, there's a few big things that just some of them left out, and I just want to run through this so anybody that runs this problem again won't run into it again, and they'll know what to do. So here, of course, obviously you're going to need an RGH to do this, and I'm going to try to I'll provide all the links in this description on how to do this. So first things first, you're going to want Xbox 360 Neighborhood. You're going to want I'm going to get that all connected. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to burn a copy of the game onto the hard drive. All right. Once you do that, copy it on there. The next thing you want to do is you can Google it, or you can just click on the link that I provide you. Is you're going to go Xbox Chaos. You're going to go to this lovely page right here. You're going to download the file. There's 3 of them technically. One's for Mythic title update, and then one's for just Halo 3 title update. That's title update 3. And then they have a version for no title update. So the point of these doing this title update is you're actually if you see this right here, this is the default XEX. Okay, this is what Halo runs off of, and it reads the maps off of, and it has all these checks, technically these checks, and there's a few other things too that has on it. But anyway, it basically prevents you from reading the mod files. Back in the day when Bungie used to own it, they really weren't too strict on it. And then around 2010, they came out with it. They pretty much said, "Yeah, no, we're not going to do this anymore." So they added these checks onto it. So in the past, they used to have resigners and uh, container files, and you'd have to basically transfer your map data, use the map data over here, extract the files and information onto your desktop, load it up in Alteration or Johnson or Forge, and then after you extracted it, you'd load it up in those map editors. You can edit the map, and you have to turn it off, and then you'd have to re inject it again back into your flash drive using a resigner, um, and then take the flash drive, put it in your 360, load it up, and you'd be able to see the edited versions and stuff. But they came out with this one tool called Alteration a few years ago, and then that would allow you to do real-time editing. Now they have Assembly, which basically gets rid of all that. There's no point to doing any of that. So let's get started here. Okay, so right here you have what we're trying to do is we're trying to make a mod XEX, and in order to do that, you need to download from these files here. So I've already done that, and bring up this tool right here. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these two because I want to show you how to do this. I want to show you the step that they are missing. So you go down here. Okay, so you're gonna copy this file over like so, and then you're gonna copy your DLL files, which would be these two. Copy them right over. Copy and place. Okay, and then you're going to copy these as well, these DL files. I should just click that in the beginning. Okay, so they're copied over. Okay, so what you want to do is what you need here is you need the title update itself. So that would be the media file, and the only place I was able to find it was at a website called Unity .net. And so computer issues. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to identify your media ID. So you're gonna go ahead and click this Start BAT, and then it's gonna read your default XEX file. Okay, so see right here, it's the last 8 digits, 6699E0227. Actually, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's 69. Okay, see, this is my media ID right here, and at first when you do this, it's not. See, I already have the title update media files in there. It's not gonna read it. It's gonna just give you an error. But where you find the title update media ID is you want to go to xboxunity.net. All right, and then you once this comes up, you're gonna have to create an account here too. By the way, provide your email, log in. All right, so then just type in Halo 3. And it will search. Okay, so you're gonna click on, if it'll let me, yeah, click on updates here, and these are all of the media files out there, media for Halo 3. Okay, so you're gonna look at your media ID, and I scrolled down to mine. And see right here, 69, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, see right here at the very end. Okay, so and I'm doing title update 3. So what I'm gonna close out of that. Okay, so what I want is I'm gonna click on this, download it, extract it. Okay, so then here's the next big thing that they just don't mention. They seem to fail to mention this. So Xbox, for whatever reason, uses these files called container files, and where's it at? Xbox 360 tool. Okay, so basically, is you want to extract the container files, and see right there is my container file, and so extract it. You run this program here. I just want to double check, make sure. Okay, it's still recording. I love that new XSplitter. Okay, so this is an extractor. So you're gonna open up the container file right here, and it's gonna give you. See, it gives you all these all these files, and what the one that's important, the one that you can copy and paste these if you want, or I'm sorry, extract them. But the one you really want is the default XEXP, meaning XEX patch. So you extract it to the I extracted it to the folder already, but that's what I do. But you're gonna extract it, and then after you extract the item, you're gonna copy and paste it, and you're gonna put it in there. So it's right in there, okay? So when your bat file goes and reads it, it's gonna be able to read that that patch. Okay, so let's go ahead and exit out of this, and then I'm going to go ahead and run it again. All right, it's reading, and all right, see, okay, so make sure that these two match. If they don't match, it means you got the wrong media ID. You need to go back and download the correct one. All right, and then you're gonna go ahead and keep hitting enter. It's gonna read. It's gonna run all these commands for you. And okay, so this one's very important. Verify your folder contains a touch XEX. Okay, so two things here. All right. What's this is gonna do? It's gonna make a backup of the XEX right here, the one that you're editing. I'm sorry, that you're modding, that you're applying the patch to, and then it's gonna create this 2-patch XEX, and that's the file. It's gonna basically combine them together and give you an output of a modded give you the output of the modded XEX that you want. If this doesn't show up here, something went wrong. You'll probably see an error here, but if you don't see this, it's not gonna work. All right, so I see that. You go ahead and enter again, and it's already made it the modded XEX. So we can go in here, see default TU3 modded XEX. Okay, and then it's got to patch the DLL files. All right, and then once it's all done, make sure you can read through it, make sure that it doesn't say any errors, no errors, and then go ahead and hit enter again. And so, I'm sorry, I hit space, but exit out of that. Okay, so then what you want to do is you want to take the default the new mod that you just made. Then you want to take all of your .ll files, and then what you want to do is you want to copy them over to your Xbox 360 neighborhood. I suppose you can use a USB drive or FTP. I don't recommend it. You got this Xbox 360 neighborhood that's just as good. It's updated. It works well. All right, and then you copy it over, and then copy your Dell files over. Make sure you copy the waves here, and then put these to the L360 and the Q10 DL files in this folder. Okay, so once you got that done, you will be able to read your maps now. That is all there is to that. All right, so now that you're able to read your maps, the next part is actually it's not really that difficult, but there's a few things that they left out, and I'll walk you through this next part. So you're going to download another program called Assembly. I'll pull it up here. Okay, I'm going to type it in, Assembly. I might find it someday. I'm getting tired. Oh my god, I can't spell. Jesus. There we go. Alright. Okay, so you open this up. I'm going to download it from the links I provide in the description. Once it loads up here. Maybe. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to copy all of your map files here and make a map folder on your 360. I'm sorry, on your PC. So and I gotta find the folder here. Where is it? Somewhere. Okay. Maps. Desktop. Scroll down here. All right. Okay, so I copy and paste all my maps here. And what they call these? They call these clean maps. Okay, they're untampered, untouched, clean maps. Okay, so now what they don't tell you when you're trying to apply it, when you're trying to set these up, is they don't. First off, they don't really in these YouTube videos, for example, a lot of them don't really talk about the patch in depth, especially when it comes to assembly. I had to do some research in forums to figure this out, but so I went ahead and made my own here, as you can see. So I'm going to pull up assembly here. Okay, so I'll go back here and just I just want to show you. Okay, so see this one right here. This is you actually have to create a patch, apply a patch, and then you have to take all that information. You have to take your test map, your map info, and your BLF file, which would be your picture ID, and in any videos you make too, and save it over into the Xbox, over the Halo 3 maps folder. Okay, and you have to put it in. You have to put them in. You have to put the map info in info, images in images, and the map in map. See, they don't. Most of the videos they don't say that. They don't say that at all. I don't know why they don't say that. It was really confusing, and it just created a lot more problems. And I'm sorry, not everybody is a pro, especially when you're new to things. I don't know why everybody that's that that's supposedly a pro when it comes to modding or hacking or computers in general always has to be mean to the new guys. Why that is, I don't know why that is with nerds. It just is. And I'm sorry to use that label, but I'm gonna use it. All right, so now just walking through this. Okay, so basically what you want to do first off is you want to. Okay, so you got all your clean files in your map folders. Now you wanna copy the map info file. So let's use Snowbound as I used here. Map info for Snowbound, and then the picture under images for Snowbound as well. And then yeah, and then what you want to do is copy them over, and then rename them like I have them right here. And then we're gonna open up. Okay, so the whole editing piece that's a whole different another video, another piece to do. But just to get the basics here. Okay, so you're gonna I'm gonna open up the map file here. So this is map info. It's gonna load up here. All right, and then I'm gonna load up that too. And then this should load. I'm pretty sure this will load. Oh yeah, this will load. Okay, so what we got here? Okay, so what we got, the most important thing here is in order to when you transfer these over, in order for, okay, so you already got the modded modded XEX, but in order to actually read these, okay, you actually need these three files, and you need to make sure that the map ID and the map file names are match. and here in the map info, because map what the Halo 3 the XEX is going to read from the map info, and it's gonna ID them. It's gonna ID the dot map and then pull up the dot map information along with the picture information as well and the video. So so you have the map ID here, map file name. So I'll just pull this up again. Okay, see how I got this? All right, so I make sure that these match. Okay, so my map file name is Snowbound Test. Okay, it matches. It matches. Okay, so that would be my image. Alright, and then here you can just super important. You just actually I don't really think that's that important, but I just made it identical. I don't think you need to make it identical, but actually it's not really identical. Just give it a name. I just did this in the map description. These other two, as you can see, these are just you can how you it's describing, it's telling the map info, you know, what it is. Okay, capture the flag, Slayer, Forge, territories, insertion points. I'm not particularly fond. I'm not sure what this is. I'd have to research. I'm still doing research and still learning, so that is annoying. Okay, so then you go over. So the next piece here is the image system. So what you're gonna see is you're gonna see the default image, which you'll see when you pull up Snowbound on your Xbox 360. Okay, so what I basically did was I just changed it out, and you can go over here, replace replace image or extract image, and then I believe it automatically saves it. Just important thing here, you want to make sure that the width, you might have to look this up, but I believe it's like 162 by 152 by 262 or something like that. If it's not, it's gonna stretch when you pull up when you load your map. Okay, so I got my picture here, and then Snowbound. Okay, so in Snowbound, you can go in here and basically redefine the map, re-edit it. Just all kinds of crazy stuff. Don't get too crazy because you glitch out, and trust me, that isn't fun. And this is technically real-time editing, and that's another video. So once you make your changes, whatever you want, save. Save. You're gonna open it up here. I'll just show you. Open it up here. Maybe. Okay. All right. So you open up here, save your changes, save, and then you can go ahead and exit out of here. Okay. So like I was talking about before, in order to make the map actually readable, so not only do you have to patch the modded the XEX, you also have to actually patch the map, and that's just crazy, I guess. I don't really know other words for it. All these extra steps you have to take, you think they make things more easier. So and they actually have, what's nice about this tool and why it replaces everything else is it has this handy dandy map patcher here. Okay, so you click on this, and this is like really the basics, like how you get started, how you get set it up. Like first off, you have to create a patch to apply the patch, and then you can poke the patch, which you can poking means you can, if you're doing real-time edit, you can poke the changes, the patch right into the map when you have it loaded on your 360. So first off, you got to create it. Okay, so you need in your maps folder, you have to take when you're clean modified maps, unmodified maps, and where did I go? Okay, here it is. All right, when you're clean unmodified maps, which I have in my maps folder here. Yeah, right here. somewhere in here. All right, and then you're going to put it in this path here, and then you're gonna take the modified map, the one that you modified, which it's in here somewhere. Actually, no, it's in. Yeah, actually, this is in here. Yeah, that's the one I modified. Okay, so you're gonna take that modified one, and then you're gonna have outward path, and then this information is just pretty much self-explanatory. Actually, this is super important right here. And then you can also load up a preview image, and then don't forget to mark your game. But the required file name, that is gonna be let's see your map info. That is gonna be the file name of your actual .map. So if I say snowbound test, okay, you're gonna wanna name your patcher snowbound test in order for everything to work correctly. Okay, patch name, you can just name it whatever. Patch author, patch description. Okay, once you create your patch, what's gonna pop out like a baby, right? Is gonna be pull this back up. All right, what's gonna pop out is it's gonna be this one right here that says ASMP. Okay, that's your assembly patch file. Okay, and anytime you download mods from any website, okay, they're gonna typically have if they did it right, they'll provide you with map info, pictures, videos, and the patch file. So then once you created your patch, you're gonna go ahead and apply the patch, and then this should be pretty easy. You find that you use the map you just patched, which this one right here is the one I used, and then you're going to use a new unmodified snowbound clean version map right here, and then you're gonna you're gonna find a folder where you want to the map output. 1 second here. Okay, so once you have the output map, it's going to be you're gonna have to name it, but you want to name it specifically. When you name your output map here, this is important. You want to make sure that it matches this file name right here, whatever you named it. Okay. Otherwise, when Halo goes to read the map, again, it's not going to read the map because you named it differently after you patched it. So okay, so you applied the patch, you created the patch, applied the patch. Okay, so pull it up here. All right, so here's your map file. This is the modified map. Okay, so like I said at the beginning of this tutorial, what you want to do is you want to take each of these. Don't copy over the patch file. Just copy over. Like you're gonna copy over the map to the map folders. You're gonna copy the map info to the map info, and you're gonna copy the images over to the images, which would be your BLF files. I was researching these extensions a little bit. The BLF files. That's a really interesting extension. I didn't know that actually existed. That's pretty cool to know. Anyway, not getting too far off track. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and boot this up and just show you that I've actually got this working. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. I've got this streaming from my I got the 360 streaming from my Xbox One, which totally beats a capture card. I don't feel. I mean, I already spent like $60 on one. I don't feel like spending any more money on one. The one I have, all it does is record. It doesn't actually like stream. This is really cool. So okay, just gotta give it a minute here. Let's see. It's okay. We can see that. Oh, making sure. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm gonna minimize it. I'm still getting used to these setups here. That exploit is really cool. I really like it. Okay, so computer is slow. All right, start the streaming. Eh. All right, there we go. I lost connection. It was working a while ago. Let's try this again. All right, there we go. Okay, so I just want to show you this. Okay. So this is the map. This is the map I loaded. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. See, let's talk about see the screen there where it's stretched out. It's what happens when you don't get the right picture pixels. I don't really care because I'm not too picky. But if you're picky, get the right picture pixels. All right, so what you want to do? Okay, so you're gonna want to start. You're going to take your modded XEX that you made, okay, and then you're gonna want to double click it in your uh, Xbox 360 neighborhood folder and start it right up, or you can just start it from your console. I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not at the beginning, but you need a modded 360 in order to do this. Okay, so see, okay, see, you can see right here, it's loaded up. So, see, there's Snowbound. That's actual Snowbound. So here's the map. Here's the map I made. Let's click it right there. See, and then I'll go ahead and start it up. All right. See, yeah, that works good. Oh, so I guess I hope this helps you guys out. If you have any questions, let me know. I can post other videos and stuff, and just uh, just let me know. This I mean, this is really cool. Like the stuff that you can do. Other games, they don't all follow the same. There's different variables with it. They don't all follow the same uh setup here, but for the most part, in order to mod, you typically need the modded XCX, like pretty much no matter what. Um, but yeah, okay. I mean, they have profile editors, they have actual game editors, just yeah, all kinds of stuff. And then the real time editing, I mean, that's still fairly new. That's really cool, and I'm really getting into this, and it's just a lot of fun. I mean, I've worked with hacks on other games, and it's been interesting to see to see how they work and stuff. I mean, if you want to play online, piss people off, I mean it's your prerogative. I do it if I'm angry, I guess, if I have a bad day. Uh, Also, when you're playing online, honestly playing any game, I highly recommend using a VPN. Just use a VPN. I downloaded this program the other day. It allowed me on Halo to, when I was in game, I was able to pull all the IP addresses um of everybody that was in the main menu lobby. And so I had all their IP addresses. So actually the tool, it allowed me to actually to start denial of service attack against them right off the bat. So when I did that, all it does is it basically ping. I mean, there's various methods you can do, but the method that they were having me use was pinging them to death. Well, a lot of these guys online, a lot of these people, guys and gals online, they don't use the VPN, so I know their router VPN or their home VPN, and I'm able to ping them to death and make them lag, and basically that's what happened. I lagged some of these guys out. I dropped him. It was a drop hack. It's not really a drop hack, but it's a drop hack kind of method. Also, just another thing too for all you noobs that are like pretty much new noobs like me to this. Um, don't call it an aimbot. There's no such thing as an aimbot. If you ever want to see what an actual bot is, just let me know in the comments, and I'll show you. I'll send you some links to actual bots for Warcraft. I have used bots forever, and I originally thought that it was actually a bot until I actually read up on the descriptions about it. It's not a bot. All the programs that they actually have you use, okay, is it's just an aim assist is all it is. It assists you with shooting a guy in the head. I mean, you go online, you see guys with mods, and shooting using aimbot and with the sniper rifle like this one right here, shooting and getting a headshot, like a headshot, almost an automatic headshot every time. Uh, yeah, that's not an aimbot. That's because of the aim assist, and the aim assist is actually built into Halo 3, and that is actually built into pretty much all first person shooters. The only reason it seems so special is because it's basically more like an exploit than an actual. I'd consider it more like an exploit than an actual. Well, technically, I guess it's a mod, but it's more like an exploit than a mod or a hack. Yeah, I think it's an exploit. It's a better definition of it because you're exploiting the system. You're exploiting the program, and mod you're just making modifications to the map. That's all you're doing. You're making modifications to the gun, the modifications to the dude, to my character here. But as far as like the built-in system, okay, you're not really modifying that. You're adjusting the set. It's like adjusting the settings. But once they were able to unlock that, I mean, uh, they're able to make it so you can auto aim assist. Same thing with the jump hack. I mean, you're basically changing the settings. That's all you're doing. Wall hack. When you see some guy up here hanging out, just stuck to the wall, it's a wall hack. They can shoot you. Same thing with so-called God mode or invincibility. It's not. Yeah, it's not a bot. It's not. It's totally not what I thought it was. It explains a lot. No, I mean I guess apparently according to the dudes online, you can't. A bot is going to it works on the background in your computer. Okay, it can communicate with your computer and it can communicate on the other end with the game. That's why it's able to work with games and not most console games. Now, when they say that it can't work or it won't ever work, that's not true. That's false. in theory, if you got obviously if you got the brains enough, okay, you can code it and you can make it work. You had, I mean, you've already, I mean, you already jailbroke. You basically, I mean, there's a reason they call it jailbreaking. You jailbreaked your phone, right? So you can have it communicate with the programs on your computer. You're basically doing the same thing with your gaming consoles and your 360. You're making it communicate with each other. So I mean, right here, the assembly that program I'm using, okay, that's communicating with my 360. So if I wanted to use a bot and set it up, I can have it run on my computer and still have it communicate and work with my 360. I mean, all you need is the proper setup, connections, and I mean, obviously, you need to figure out how to get it to communicate with each other. It's one computer communicating with another. These 360s and Xbox Ones, PS4s, PS3s, whatever, they're basically computers. Uh, Anybody that's trying to tell you otherwise, just heck, you can even talk about like the old retro consoles. Those are even computers. You still, I mean, yeah, it just reads the output, but there's still memory in it. There's still processing in it. Okay, and the whole point of jailbreaking them, once you jailbreak those systems, okay, you can get them to communicate with your computer. I mean, this is why people do this stuff. They do this stuff so they can come up with cool stuff like mods and aim assist and other hacks for games. Anyway, I know I'm going on a little rant here, so just go ahead and call it a night. If you anyway have any questions, I'm gonna be sure to post links. Anyway, let me know. All right. Anyway, thanks and thanks for watching, and just let me know if you have any questions. I hope this helps you guys out. I just really hope it does. Anyway.